Hi guys, welcome back. Thanks for watching. Today I'm going to be doing my empties for the second half of February. I'm going to try and do this video fast and I might need to pause and take breaks. I've been having some really bad issues with my back. I've seen the chiropractor maybe 4 or 5 times and nothing seems to be helping. I missed 4 days of work, so I'm just struggling with middle back pain, and I went to urgent care for it. They took x-rays because I actually thought I had broken ribs. I have bruised ribs, and the chiropractor says I have chondritis or something like that, which affects your ribs, but also they're just constantly trying to do adjustments. It has to do with my work. I didn't injure myself any other way that I can think of. Flipped my mattress. I tried, organizing my bed in a way where maybe I was sleeping poorly or something, but something repetitive that I'm doing that we believe to be my work, being responsible, is causing some bad issues with my back. So I cannot sit without back support for like longer than 2 minutes without it just killing. And when I hunch over or like lean forward, it's very hard, and I have to do that in this video. So anyway, I don't want to waste too much time talking about that, but I do want to try and have this be a fast video. So if you feel like I'm rushing through this, you can just tell my back is hurting me. Yes, anyway, let's go. I'm going to start with the one candle that I've been burning as promised. I'm going to show you this stuff that the candles that I've been burning or emptying, going through. However, I did say I was going to do that, but I do have a Bath & Body Works empties video to film after this or sometime today when I can. I think I'm probably going to take a break because my back will hurt. But I'm just going to show those candles in that video. There was maybe 4 of them. And so not in this video because I think I'm going to upload them probably like a day or 2 apart. So you'll see them in that video. So just stay tuned for that one. I don't want it to be repetitive and show them in both. But I will show you, I've been burning this vanilla blackberry. This is a DW home candle I got at TJ Maxx or Marshall's for $9.99. I can't remember which place I got it. It's not doing well. It has really, really weak wicks. They barely stay lit. It's wide, and so I'm frustrated with myself that I even bought this because I can't really put it on a candle in my candle crock or on a candle warmer very well. I still might try it, but I'm going to continue trying to burn it, but they hardly stay lit. It wouldn't pool out all the way around, and then so it left wax, like a thin layer of wax around the side. So I actually took a Q-tip and swiped it around to try and get the wax to go in there, which kind of drowned the wicks even more. So it's not doing too well. There's like a hair in it. The scent itself doesn't smell anything like vanilla blackberry. It smells like berry waffle cone, honestly, from Bath & Body Works. Not on cold, but when you're burning it, it really has similarities to berry waffle cone. So, I mean, I like it for that, but it doesn't smell, I was hoping it would smell like blackberry vanilla, like blackberry Greek yogurt or something, and it doesn't. So, anyway, there's that. All right, so that's it for candles outside of Bath & Body Works that I'm going to show you. Actually, I'm burning through a peppermint marshmallow right now. I think it's lit, so I'm not going to grab it, but I am going through that one. That one's not finished, but I'm burning through it right now. It's not very strong. I definitely like it better as melts. And I did take a candle and chopped it up, and I've melted it before. I think that was like in one of my last couple empties. So I like it better melted than burning. It doesn't have that kerosene scent, though. It did for the first burn and a little bit of the second one, but it was light enough that I tolerated it. I stuck it in my bathroom and thought maybe it'll get through it, and it has been getting through it. So it's not smelling like kerosene to me. Crossing my fingers that it doesn't change. Okay, so for January. Yeah, January. Did I say second half of February? I don't even know. I don't know what I said before, but this is the second half of January because now it is February. I really am lost on like what month it is. I'm trying to pull out some clamshells here. I had my challenge where I wanted to use up a bunch of Candles by Victoria scent shots and some Christmas melts. I think toward the end I'm going to grab my bag of what's left, and I'll show you what's left of like that stuff that I wanted to use up in January. I did pretty well. I was a little bit concerned about halfway through. So let's talk about things I used up. Let's go with clamshells here. I have a few from Super Tart, so I'll start with them. I've got White Witch that I finished. This is menthol, grapefruit, Silver Birch and Rosemary. I do like this. I feel like I would probably get it again. But it's kind of like a minty, fresh, outdoors, crisp scent. I mean, I feel like I smell all of the notes. You get the menthol from it. You get like that sweet citrus. I smell the woodiness from that birch, and then the rosemary just makes it a little bit more herbal and outdoorsy, and I do like it. It's very strong. If you like that type of scent, I would recommend it. I think I would maybe get it again, but it's not like a die-hard have-to-have scent for me. Medusa, this is sea salt, driftwood, and oak moss. I liked this more the first couple times I melted it. Finishing it up, it smelled like old lady perfume to me, or like a more, I shouldn't say that, a more mature woman's perfume. It's not something that I'm going to repurchase. I'm done with it, and I think driftwood and oak moss, or maybe it's like sea salt and driftwood, I'm not sure. Two of these three notes is in a actual scent that's a candle from a different company, and so I believe two of them come together in an oil, and that probably is what smells like women's perfume, and then the other one is just like an added note that she thought she would switch it up and try and change it, but that is very strong as well. I finished up Harry. I don't need to say I finished up because I'm showing you all the things I finished up. So here's Harry. It's Magically Delicious and French Baguette. I love this scent. I bought way too much of it. I should probably destash like a Band-Aid because I think I have a lot of clamshells of it. I'll probably wait till someone's like in search of it and then just respond to their in search of and tell them I have something that I can sell them. So I do love this scent. I think it's like a stronger version. I mean, that French Baguette is awesome, melted, but it smells like similar to Magically Delicious, but just stronger and a little more bakery bready. It's great as a blender. It's great on its own. It is strong enough to be on its own. Yeah. Aunt Gail, which is rain, mistletoe, cranberry, catnip, and mint. I liked this. I don't think I'll repurchase it because I didn't love it. I thought I was going to enjoy this as a bathroom melt from the rain, but I smell less of the rain and more of like that mistletoe, cranberry, catnip scent, kind of like that greenness with Christmas. It's so weird that that's part of like a Bob's Burgers collection. I don't watch that show, but I've seen it. But that one was like a medium throw. I would say like a 3 out of 5. It was decent, but nothing like super strong. Okay, then I have Sleepy Beauty, which is lavender cream, rose jam, and birthday cake. The more I melt this, the less I like it. I used to love it. I do have a Band-Aid in it. I mean, I'll keep it. I'll get through it. Unless for some reason I change my mind. I think I have one more full clamshell of this, and then maybe a Band-Aid, and that's it. And I will enjoy it. And I don't know that I would repurchase this one because it is very similar. It's a strong throw, by the way. It's very similar to Go to Sleep, to Laveau, to any one of her ones that have lavender in it. They're all very similar, that like soothing, calming lavender. That one's just a little more sharp, but I have so much of that lavender scent that I just don't think that I need a ton more of it anytime soon. So there's that. Okay, and then some randoms. I have Apples and Oak Leaves from Tuscany. I'm pretty sure by using this up, I put it as like a blender. It wasn't super strong, and I did use it in my bathroom. It's a nice scent. It's a little artificial. You smell the apples. You smell like an oak woodiness. It would be nice if it was more realistic smelling, authentic smelling, less artificial, and just stronger. I would like it. And I'm pretty sure I probably melted it with Woodland Pine. This is strong. This is from Sonoma, and this is just like your classic pine scent. It was good, did the job, gave me that Christmas vibe, melted it with a few other things, and I enjoyed it. Also from Sonoma, I got through this Cocoa and Marshmallows, and I really liked this. This was pretty strong. I would give it like a 4 out of 5, and it is like marshmallow fireside mixed with hot chocolate. It really is, and I feel like it's an even balance of both. Because at times I would be like, whoa, the marshmallow fireside's definitely stronger in that. And then I'd be like, whoa, the hot chocolate's stronger. So I feel like they're both competing in this scent. And it's pretty 50-50. This is one that I would get again if you can find it like on a sale or something. I would recommend that one if you feel like you like Bath & Body Works Marshmallow Fireside. That's a good one. Warm pumpkin cookies from Better Homes and Gardens. Melting this year, I didn't like it as much toward the end. It smells like last winter and the winter before, so it has this like nostalgic scent to me, just because I like remember where I was and what I was doing, what was going on in my life when I was melting this. In the winter time, like last year and the year before, I can't remember. But I didn't love it. It was almost perfumey as opposed to like, it kind of reminded me of like brown sugar and fig, where it's like a foodie scent, but it's more body care-esque. That's kind of how this seemed. It just didn't smell like brown sugar and fig. But if you know what I mean, it was like a warm pumpkin cookies perfume, like if it was made into a perfume. So it had a strong throw though, so that was good. Honestly, not many of these were light except apples and oak leaves, and that's it. All the rest of them were strong. Fall yoga pants by the fire in the kitchen from Sassy Girl Aroma. I did really enjoy that. That's something that I would purchase again. I don't think I would get fall yoga pants by the fire by itself. I like it in the kitchen blend. Now I don't know. I have to rearrange myself here to try and adjust my back a little bit. Sorry. Ugh. This is just awful. I've been dealing with ice packs. I have muscle relaxers and pain medication, but they just kind of put me to sleep. So, yeah, I don't know if she'll make that blend again. And then I have from the Swan Creek Herbal Melts. This is Cranberry Apple Crisp. I got this from my friend Angie in a swap a long time ago, and I've slowly been hoarding it. I really like it. It was hard for me to use the last two pieces of it up. It's, again, kind of like a foodie but perfumey cologne scent. It's cranberry. You get cranberry. You get an apple crisp scent, but there's something strong and masculine, almost like a cologne to it. But I did really enjoy that. I'm going to try and sneak that right up there. Here we go. And then I've got a bunch of scent shots that I should pull out. Oh my gosh. Now, Kim from Kim Hearts Organizing, you're going to be proud of me. I'm pretty sure that I used up all my remaining Candles by Victoria scent shots. If I did not, and I randomly find one, I will be shocked. Because I was really trying to use these up. I've had them for a long time. And it was a challenge. So, let's get into it. Some of them I wrote, like the strength and the appeal. Some of them I did not. Let's start with this one. This is Bath Time with Pooh, which is, I think it's like Honey, I Watched the Kids. The strength was a 5. It was super strong. The appeal is only a 3. I like this scent, but it can be headache inducing. It's like a honey, toffee, honey, very, very sweet, honey, buttery. I mean, it smells really good. I would like this as a lotion, but it was super strong. I actually think I had to melt stuff with it, and I think at one point I ended up dumping it out because I was getting a headache from it because it was so strong. Very sexy for women, which is Victoria's Secret. This was very light. 2 out of 5. 5 being the strongest and 1 being the weakest. Okay, I gotta readjust again. I'm so sorry. The appeal is a 3. I love this scent. It's nice. This version, I mean, I love that scent in a perfume, but that version is similar, not identical. Pretty close though. But it was just too light. And I got Viva La Juicy, which is obviously the Viva La Juicy Couture scent, which I also love. This one was also a 2. It was very light, but I love that scent. And this one definitely smelled just like Viva La Juicy. It takes me back. I love that scent. I have that perfume. And that scent is very nostalgic to me as well. Rock That Vanilla, which I believe is Lush's Rockstar. Correct me if I'm wrong. This scent, I kind of like and I kind of don't. As soon as I smell it, I think Lush and all the Lush products. And so I have this like kind, nice warm feelings about it because I like Lush products. It just smells like Lush. But this scent gives me a headache when I melt it. I don't think I'm meant to have that in home fragrance. It was super strong though. Sugar Drops. This also smells like a Lush scent. This kind of has a Play-Doh-y, artificial, plasticky scent to it, but it's like kind of like a sugary vanilla. That's the best way I could describe it. The strength was a 3. The appeal is a 3. I like the scent, but yeah, it gave a decent throw, but it has this like plasticky scent to it. None of these I will repurchase because I'm not purchasing from Candles by Victoria anymore. Although she's having a Super Bowl sale. If I upload this on the Super Bowl, it's today. And I think it's at halftime and it goes during halftime. And you could probably go to her website and see, or her Facebook or whatever. I think she's doing $1.50 scent shots. So these would be $1.50, which is a pretty good deal. Peachy Pink Coral. I don't know why I didn't write the strength there. This was strong. The appeal is a 3 out of 5. It smells like peach, mostly. Kind of like a more tropical peach. And that one was strong. Pink Strawberry Champagne. I melted this again. I think I melted this in the first half of the month. I had 2 of them. Very tart, champagne-y. I think it's supposed to be like pink sugar, strawberry, and champagne. I don't get pink sugar. It's just, I don't really get like a strawberry unless it's like a super tart strawberry. It's mostly like a tart champagne scent. Not what I was expecting. Forever Red type. This is from Bath & Body Works scent. I don't have a lot of experience with this scent, but I did like it. I gave it a 3 out of 5. But it was, again, light. These perfumey ones were on the lighter side. Not completely unscented, but just like light. Like appropriate for a bedroom where you want to give yourself a nice light scent. But it's not something that's going to scent up like your condo, or, you know, if you want to scent up your whole living room. Or I think those are really pretty scents to have guests over for. But to me, they're more of like a bedroom scent. If that makes sense. Watermelon Cupcake. This was super strong. Now, I liked the other cupcake one better. Whatever that one was in the first half of the month that I melted. I like that. It was a different cupcake. What was it? It wasn't Watermelon Cupcake. The strength of this was a 4 out of 5. It was strong. And the appeal, I gave a 3 out of 5. The other one I liked better. I just feel like watermelon and cupcake doesn't really go together. And that other one was just awesome. Why can't I remember it? At least I have my video I could go to for reference if I ever decide I want to try and purchase it again. Fireside Serenity from Sassy Girl Aroma. I finished this scent shot. I liked this. It was a nice kind of vanilla sandalwood mixed with fireside type scent. Not super strong, just kind of in the background. I think it was very appropriate. I did melt it in my kitchen and I could smell it kind of here and there. So I think that one would be a very guest-friendly, like, background scent to scent a living room where it's not going to be, like, overpowering, but it gives your home a nice warm scent. My kitchen is, like, open to my, like, dining and living room area, so kind of like that open concept. Cashmere Cocoa from Kringle. I'm glad I melted one of these because these are so light, and I think I bought 5 of them. This smells very similar to the Sonoma Cocoa and Marshmallows, but I'm telling you, if you have to choose between these, get the Sonoma one. It's easier to access. You don't have to pay for shipping if you don't want to. You can go right in the store and find it. Use Kohl's Cash, use coupons, whatever you want. This one, you gotta wait for a sale and pay shipping. Kringle. This was disappointing. It's so light. And I like the Cocoa and Marshmallows one better. Obviously, because it's stronger, but I just like the scent better. After smelling it, I like it better. This one smells more... It kind of smells like Marshmallow Fireside meets hot chocolate. But I almost want to say there's more of like a fabric... Not as much Marshmallow Fireside, more of like a fabric softener. I don't know, it's less sweet. And more of like cozy sweater, kind of like that cashmere vibe that they're trying to get. Okay, sticking with Marshmallow Fireside, I finished this Glitterati scent shot. I had cut this into thirds, and I finished like the last third of it, and I didn't like it as much as I remembered liking it. I hoarded this because I believe that she had Marshmallow Fireside from Bath & Body Works, but some other like vanilla scent added to it to like give it extra oomph, but it just smelled like Marshmallow Fireside to me this time. And so I didn't like it as much as I thought I did. So I was surprised, and I'm glad I used it up. I'm glad I wasn't holding on to it any longer than I needed to. So that's good. From Kringle, we're going into things that I did not finish now. From Kringle, I melted half of a blueberry muffin scent shot. I just pull it out and chop it in half. I like this scent. I'm just not big on blueberry. If you want blueberry, this is probably the most authentic blueberry muffin scent I've ever smelled. It smells great on cold, but it's a little bit more candy-like and artificial when melting. I don't want to say it's artificial though, because it is still really good, and it reminds me of these blueberry muffins I buy from Target that are like Archer Farms or something. I don't remember what brand they are. Okay, Go to Sleep. This is pink sugar with her sweet lavender cream. From Super Tarts. I have a bunch of these. They're getting older, and so I need to just continue using them. I put them in my centerpiece. Usually, sometimes 1, but usually 2 cubes is better, and I will get maybe 3 or 4 nights worth of melting this. Sometimes I put it on 3 hours. Sometimes I put it on 6 hours. Sometimes I put it on 9 hours. My centerpiece from Yankee has a timer, and I just like turn it on to however I want to put it on for, depending on the night or the time, and I get like a few days worth of it, and then I dump it out and then put new stuff in. So I'm just continuing on with that. I love that scent. The centerpiece isn't the best to get that one to throw, but it still throws well in the centerpiece, so I'm okay with that. And then Winter Palace, this is from the Bathing Garden. This is lavender, mint, and berries. Her scent shots are just really, or clamshells are really, really pretty. I am not a huge fan of this. I know this is a fan, I don't want to say fan favorite. It's a favorite of a couple other YouTubers. I just don't care for it. It smells like shaving cream to me. It says lavender, mint, and wild berries. I'm telling you, there has to be shaving cream in this. I don't think mint. I think it's like herbal lavender, shaving cream, and maybe a berry scent. I'm not a huge fan of it. I think I actually this 1 cube that I melted. I think I dumped it out at some point or mixed something else with it because I didn't like it on its own. So I'm not a huge fan of that one. But it had a good throw, so that's good. This is Super Tarts Laveau. I did get this in a random act of kindness. I love this scent. It's very similar to Go to Sleep. It's lavender buttercream, like lavender vanilla type scent. Her definitely that's that very lavender that is like hit or miss. You either like it or you don't. You know, it's a certain it's a certain kind of lavender that you either like or you don't like. But it has a really good throw, and I do enjoy it. So I'm going to try and finish this up so I don't hang on to this bag, and slowly use this and this as like some of my nighttime melts. I haven't gotten through as much peppermint as I thought because I was concentrating so much on finishing these things. So I really thought I was going to do a lot of peppermint. I'll probably do more peppermint. I want to go through my peppermint drawer and try a little bit of everything that I have to see if I need to destash things. I've been watching Marie Kondo's Tidying Up. This doesn't really have to do with wax. I'm almost done too. I've got one more thing to show you, so I really should wait. I'll just show you this and then I'll tell you about Marie Kondo. This is Sassy Girl Aroma's Pink Chiffon Blackberry Birthday Cake. This was one of my custom loaves that I did back in 2017. Mostly, I thought, excuse me, I thought I was going to get mostly pink chiffon. Like on cold when I smell it, I smell pink chiffon, blackberry, and birthday cake. But honestly, when I melt it, I get mostly that blackberry, which if I could pick one scent that I would want to come out the most, it would be the blackberry. But I wish that it smelled like all three, and I have a ton of it. So I may end up using this as a blender. It's nice on its own. It's light. It's like maybe a 2 to 3 out of 5, not super strong. But I might end up using it as like when I want to add like a blackberry scent or like a fruity scent to something. I will add that to it. But it's so strange how I smell that pink chiffon mostly like first and foremost on cold, but it just doesn't translate when you melt it. Same with that birthday cake. It's like, I don't know. It's definitely like blackberry first, then maybe pink chiffon, then birthday cake. But yeah, there's that. Okay, so Marie Kondo, I've only seen 2 episodes of it, but it really inspired me. So I wrote down a list of all the things I want to go through, and make my way through. This isn't something I'm going to do videos on because there's no way. I'm not doing it. It's hard enough for me on my own. I wrote down like easy things, and going through my wax storage is one of them because I would like to get rid of things that I don't need and I'm just hanging on to. And also I would like to use up stuff that, well, you know, try things I haven't tried and use up stuff that I'm hanging on to that doesn't spark joy, but I just still hang on to it because why not? So I really need to, as far as my wax challenges go, I need to try and do that. I'm going to stand up here for a second. If you want to go, you can go. If you want to stay and see just a couple things I have left in my challenge from January, I can show you that really quickly. There's not a ton. These ones, I don't think I melted any of in January. Well, maybe. I didn't get through this Pumpkin House Cafe. I'm just going to stack this stuff back here. Just so I can make some room to show you right down here. So I have this Pumpkin House Cafe from Kay's Creations. Hagrid from Super Tarts, like a shaving cream blend, has 3 cubes. That's going to be a bathroom one, and all these ones were like first before that. Banana pumpkin bread, I just don't like this, so I've been avoiding that. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I might give it away. Starfleet from Super Tarts has 2 cubes left. Forks from Super Tarts, 3 cubes left. That's also going to be a bathroom melt, but I need to melt it with something to tone it down. And then I do have 2 cubes left of the Elf Morning Blend. I started with 4, but I still did de-stash, and someone bought coffee scents, so I sent 2 cubes as like part of freebies to pass along so they could try it, because this is a super strong, nice coffee scent, so I figured let them try it. So that's it. That's what's left of my challenge. So I think I did pretty well. These are going to go right back in this bag, and I'm going to continue on trying to use them up before the winter is over. Not that they're like winter scents, but they're ones that I want out, and I know that, so I'm not going to just put them right back into my wax collection. As I'm telling you, I'm trying to pull out things that I want to use up. So I'm really not going to haul a lot. I do have a couple hauls to show you, but that is because I won a couple giveaways, contests. So I do have a couple of things to show you, and then I do have just a random haul, and then my Bath & Body Works Empties, obviously. But that's it for this Empties. So February is, I don't really have like a melting basket. If I can think of something I'm going to do, I'll upload it. Otherwise, just assume I'm going to be trying lots of scents that I haven't tried before. Some peppermint and other things I just find randomly that I want to use up and get on my stash. So that is it. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I appreciate you guys. I hope you're doing well. And I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.